Hey guys, hey gals. Hey, I want to show you this rock that I found a few years ago, and it was one of the rocks that really got me interested in chalcedony stones and agates, and the formation process more so than the beauty of the stones. Although they are some of the most beautiful stones you can find, I think. Anyway, here is this rock. I'm going to turn this around for you a bit better. Here is this stone. Now I was camping the Ironwood National Monument west of Red Rock, Arizona, directly west. And I was camping and I did, walking around looking for rocks. I found a couple of interest, and this was one of them. And I just picked it up and I thought, wow, that's a nice, really hunk of chalcedony, which is a microcrystalline form of quartz. And so I picked it up. I didn't think much of it. Looked river worn. I mean, it's rounded off on all the edges, and looked like it's certainly been down the river. So I threw it in my pocket, and that's just what we call smooth stones in these parts, right? So anyway, I got back to the camp. I emptied my pockets, and I pulled the stone out, and I started looking at it. And one thing I realized, that the surface, it just felt rough. It feels like almost sandpapery, and is very, very uniform. Some places it's rougher, like right here where it's got some rock matrix stuck to it. It's really super rough, but I'm going to demonstrate. And here's some more rock matrix that's stuck in this little divot. So I want to show you something real quick, and that is I'm sorry, horrible cinematography. Okay, I'm not going to even do it. It's hard to do with one hand. But you can see right here, I I found a smooth area of the stone, something like that. I think I might have actually been in it right there. And then I just drug it across a few times, and you can see it's got really deep scratches in it. So it's like a very rough form of sandpaper. Down here, I just used it to rub a nice flat surface and to see if it came out scratchy or shiny. And you can see right here, it is really damn shiny. Oh, it's right here. Here's the spot. Nice and shiny, flattened out. But that's not from this stone. This is where I did with this stone. And as you can see, it's not nice flat. It's got all kinds of scratches in it. Okay, this other one I did with this stone, which is a river-worn, smooth as shit agate. Okay, it's one of my favorite rocks. It's my agate sandwich, I call it. I want to crack that sucker open, but you can see that entire bottom lip of that gaping jaw is a big hunk of agate material. Anyway, so as I was sitting out in the desert, I hadn't had that up, with me at the time. I was just sitting out there thinking, where did this rock come from? Because it's not worn around from the river. Now, where I was camping, it was kind of at the base of this really big granite shelf. Now, off that granite shelf, as the weatherization process continues on, rocks fall off and stones fall out. And what I eventually deducted, just purely just from sitting there thinking, is that when that granite was formed, originally, it formed in big horizontal flows underground, deep underground, during a magmatic event. That granite took a long time to cool, thousands, if not millions of years even, because it's so deep underground, and it's really so hot down there anyway, right? So eventually the granite cooled, those gas bubbles made cavities, vesicles, they're called, in the granite. And then, first of all, that granite had a lot of moisture in it. 1 to 20%, I read today. I've been researching this in preparation for talking to y'all, of moisture. And so you got that in there. And then you get rainfall from, falling through these miles and miles of earth, collecting minerals on the way down. Not only more silica, although the granite didn't need any more silica, it had plenty, but also bringing down iron, just all kinds of minerals down there. And then that's basically the fluid saturates the vesicle, and then the crystals start growing from the outside in. And now, if this rock is eventually exposed before that hole before everything completely closes this thing into a solid stone, before that point, it's a geode. Okay, but eventually it'll form into a solid stone, and now it's an agate. Okay, and it might have different kinds of colors because, you know, different minerals flowed into it over time, right? So anyway, that's how this rock was formed. And I've done a lot of research on it, and there's a lot of validating information online if you're interested. What I do not know, and I have been trying to find out, is I know that there is a name for this type of a rock. Okay, I can't find it. So hey, if you can find it, if anybody wants to make a comment, man, I'd love you. I really would like to know. Okay, y'all, you keep looking down.